Hey guys, this is Bear Jahanian at 755, and thanks for coming back today. You know, when I began this message way back on January 6th of this year, it started off as a conference call, and it started at 7:55 every single morning for 5 minutes. And I called it 5 at 7:55. And since that time, it moved to an email message with just an audio, and now it's a full-blown video that comes out once a week. And I'm calling it Bearge at 7:55 because it gets delivered at 7:55 in the morning. But you know what? I started to wonder if perhaps I should change the name. So what I'm asking you is, if you have any input, any ideas of what you think I should call it, please feel free to let me know that. I believe I've worked it out correctly that below this video, there should be a place for Facebook comments, and that would be the place to make those comments, give those ideas, those recommendations of what you think this should be called. Because after all, I believe we are all always a work in progress. We've got to continually evolve into the next phase of whatever it is we're evolving into, where we want to go in life. We've got to continue that evolvement, because an object in motion, it stays in motion. It's so important to stay in motion. And with that in mind, what I want to talk to you about today is making decisions. You know, many times when it comes to making a decision, especially a tough decision, and sometimes for many of us, a not so tough decision, we get stuck. We're really not quite sure. Should we say yes? Should we say no? Should we go left? Should we go right? Should we take that vacation? Should we not take that vacation? Should I take that new job? Should I take that promotion? Should I take this business opportunity that has come my way? Should I take a new path to work? There are a lot of decisions that we get faced with every single day, and many of us freeze in the face of making that decision, especially if it's a decision that is going to have long-term or sometimes even short-term repercussions for us. And I believe there are two main reasons why people get stuck with decisions. Number one is their belief in themselves and their belief to carry out that decision to the point where they'll be successful. So if I make this decision to take this new job, this new position, am I going to be successful? Many of us don't believe enough in ourselves to make that decision and say yes. If I want to get a new job, if I want to open a new business, whatever it is, so many times we just simply don't believe enough in ourselves. We haven't built that foundation of belief that we're able to make that decision to go forward, because we're afraid of the consequences. We're afraid that if we were wrong, then it's a dead end. And that's the other part of this. The second part of this, decisions that we make are not permanent. Very few decisions we make in life are permanent decisions. They're learning experiences. If something goes wrong, if it didn't work out the way you expected, it's a learning event for us. So we should not be afraid of failing in something, because that failure is simply a way of learning. So don't be afraid of making those decisions. Start to build that belief in yourself. Build that firm foundation. You know, the bigger the decision, the deeper that belief needs to be. Think of a tall skyscraper. They've got to build deep down into the ground before they start to construct that tall skyscraper. My home is just a townhome, and it's just about 6 or 8 feet or 10 feet into the ground. That's all that's necessary for my home. It's not a big home. But if you've got a huge home, or if you've got a tall office building, you've got to build a deep, firm foundation, and that's what the belief is. Build that belief, then those decisions will get easier for you, and it will be so much easier for you then to act on your decisions. Believe, decide, act. That's our message for today. Remember, like bathing, motivation doesn't last. That's why we need to do both every day. This is Bear Jahanian saying thanks for joining us, and have a better day.